Runnin.
Yo, this is Running Point, episode 19. This is the off season. Welcome back, fellas. We got a little bit of intros. That's Steve, Ronnie, Serge. I'm DJ. We're going to talk about today off season moves, end of a dynasty, CP and his impact, PG to Philly, Boston, locking up assets, selling the team. Yeah, I mean the Knicks and them sorry ass Lakers here on Running Point and all that.
Damn, it's crazy.
What's that needed, man?
Huh?
What's that needed?
That's
bro?
how we started.
Yeah, what happened?
You be hating, son.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
but
That's all right. Let's get into
Is
it.
Blueberry Haterade in there?
nah, not at all. A former Laker, two-time champion, KCP is going to the Magic. Obviously, a young and up-and-coming team. What you guys think?
Oh,
Good little move for the Mavs. I mean, for the Magic. KCP got his money. He's a two-time champion. He's trying to collect his checks. I feel it. They hope to make the playoffs again next year.
Because, they were looking at other players to kind of fill that void. Do you feel like he's a solid piece?
Solid piece,
Emerging
for sure,
team?
he's a good vet.
Okay.
They were like close to last place in 3-point percentage.
Mhm.
And he shot like top in the league, 40.6% from the three, which is any team would take him.
Yeah, for sure. I was just curious.
So-
Is that what they needed for such a younger team?
Yeah, he's always
Vet,
shown to
two-time
be.
champion. Why not? Give him the money.
Yeah,
Teach him how to win.
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear anything bad about KCP
Never.
out of any locker room, so clearly he's a locker room guy.
I just think what was surprising was that it was the Orlando Magic. I'm thinking KCP is kind of good for like a veteran team.
Yep.
Versus the Magic, who's young and up and coming. Like I understand his position, but
Yep.
I would think KCP on like the Mavericks or something,
I mean,
another team that could give you an immediate like
Very
hit
true,
right now.
but I think for him now, he's done it in terms of like team success. Maybe looking for individual success now,
Yeah,
like a larger
yeah.
role on the team. You know what I mean? Like not saying that he's going to be the guy, right? Because that's Paolo's job, but being that next guy, a second fiddle to him,
Right.
possibly.
And where was he before?
in Denver,
Oh, he was in
Detroit.
Denver.
You're
Detroit.
right.
Oh yeah, no,
And-
Lakers and then Detroit.
And,
Yeah,
well,
he
he
started
was
with
his
Detroit.
last team was Denver.
Yeah.
And now he's in Orlando.
Yeah.
Florida.
Nice weather. Yeah, he's all about
They got,
weather.
they
this
got
guy.
the tax cut off or the tax
He
True,
just-
that's
he-
true.
he-
the millionaire tax credit
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Come on, stop playing.
He's good money, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing wrong. I'm just saying, Orlando doesn't have, to me, a realistic chance of making
True.
it relatively
I don't.
far. That's
he
all.
got
That's
he
all.
got
That's
two
all.
rings already, so maybe he's
To your
like,
point.
let me get my money, play my retirement, find somewhere nice where I could play 42
Yeah.
games a year or 41 games a year somewhere.
and honestly, you don't really hear a lot of free agents as of late signing with Orlando.
No.
I mean, because you kind of see possibly what you can add to that actual team
Mhm.
to make him not an instant contender, but maybe another team that's made a surprising move from like going from worst to first in a sense. So
And
Right.
to be honest, with the NBA, it's a business, so like
Yeah.
he could eventually be used as a trade
Mhm.
Yeah.
piece going forward. So
for sure,
Yeah.
I mean, the team that drafted him, the Detroit Pistons, got a new head coach. Cade Cunningham signed a multi-year head deal. Obviously, they got rid of Monty Williams after his first year. What do you guys think? Do you like the acquisition of JB Bickerstaff?
I mean, he came from the Cavs. He did each season with the Cavs kind of increase their winning percentage, but they just be recycling coaches. I don't really understand. You go from Monty Williams, then you go to JB Bickerstaff, who was just in the Cavs. I don't understand what the NBA is doing with these coaches, but I'm glad that they black. I'm glad Detroit got the Tobias Harris.
Yep.
Who else they got? Somebody else signed there too,
No,
right?
just Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham
Cade
signed an
Cunningham,
Signed an
extension.
yeah.
extension.
All right, so they might win one more game or two, whatever.
Okay. Just saying, but we got a big splash in the ocean, a transition. We got a all-time scorer, not all-time scorer, but all-time three-point player. One half of the Splash Brothers is relocating, putting on the cowboy hat and the lasso and all that. Play going to Mavs. What do you guys think? Surprised, shocked? What are your emotions from this trade or this acquisition?
Obviously would have. Oh,
Go ahead.
no, obviously would have rather him come to LA, but I think it's a good move for him. I think it's a team that fits between Kyrie, Luka. Who else did they just get? I think they signed somebody else, but they lost a couple pieces. But I think the addition of Clay, the shooting, exactly what they needed. We're gonna see an increase in Luka's assists this season.
But do you think they're trying to outscore teams? Because you already got a thing where Luka can't play defense. That's a glaring issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you bring in an older player that's not the Clay of blocking up the best two player on the other team or the best player on the other team. You know what I mean? Giving Seth some rest. I don't know if it would work, to be honest with you. He's just an aging star.
I understand, but why wouldn't it work though? Like that's somebody else that you could
Just
throw the ball to
defense.
to shoot.
But
I'm
defense,
talking about offensively.
You can't outscore everybody every night.
Absolutely.
Clay doesn't have legs.
It
Your
is
legs
a
will be
pretty
gone.
weak perimeter defense. Clay, Kyrie, Luka. So now you're hoping that your 4 and 5 are at least rim protectors and could stop the back line. But that's you know what I mean? I know Clay got the reputation of defense and he's a good team defender and he's not gonna lack effort and fundamentally sound. But at the same time, he's barbecue chicken. That whole perimeter. You know what I'm saying? the whole perimeter for real.
No, he's talking facts.
No,
That's
I'm
all.
just laughing.
that's true.
I didn't expect barbecue chicken though, but
Yes.
barbecue chicken alert. But yeah, go ahead. What do you think?
No, I agree with you, man. Like I thought the thing they should have really focused on was defense. Like you got another shooter, so you got your third option. Like that's great. But y'all lost that finals because you couldn't play defense. That's the bottom line. Like
Right.
there's no
So,
defense.
who says so?
You guys got out rebounded.
Yeah.
And it was glaring, right? Almost to the point where like Luka got exposed, right? For just watching people
Hell yeah.
run by him and he's moving in slow motion. So you picked up Clay. He's an aging defender, a veteran shooter, but you need more. That does nothing for you. That does not. Adding Clay to your team before the finals, you still don't win the finals. So we need to see bigger and better moves from Dallas, or they're just going to be the overachievers that they were.
Is Clay better than he was next year? You think his mind is free? You think his game's better?
This coming year?
Yeah.
If Clay gives Dallas a minimum of what he gave Golden State this season, I think you'll be just fine because you're asking him to be the third.
Yeah,
Not the second.
He's a system player, though.
But
Will you agree with that?
In my opinion,
You think he's a system player?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, me
Golden
too.
State system. We
Yeah.
haven't seen him in no other system.
Exactly. So
we
don't
gotta
know.
wait and
So
see.
y'all expect him to be good?
I expect 18 points.
Him to be good or Dallas to be good?
He's good. You expect
Obviously,
Kyrie
yeah,
and Luka to
I
be
mean,
good.
they might make the game easier for him because they're going to be willing passers, right? He just got to have the legs consistently to knock down the 3-point shot because he's going to be open. He's probably going to be maybe too wide open. They can't shoot it at a clip like Steph could, but
Luka
I
and
feel
Kyrie.
bad.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Well, not that I feel bad. I think it's bad that Dallas lost Derrick Jones Jr.
Yeah.
and then got Clay. Like you should have kept them. Like at this point, you didn't want to lose pieces off your team. You wanted to add to what you had.
Right. You want to enhance
So,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
But PJ Washington, Derek Lively, what's that other center name?
Gafford.
Gafford,
Gafford.
Daniel Gafford.
They'll probably need another defender wing in there, a
Mhm.
wing defender. They definitely need a wing defender.
Yeah, for sure.
So you hope Green and whoever else is in there that could.
Josh
do the
Green
thing.
got traded to the Hornets in a deal
Oh,
on
okay.
the same day.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right,
Gotcha.
you're right. So
Who'd they get back, dude?
see, so they
It was
lost some
picks.
guys.
Oh, picks for the future. So
picks.
we'll see. I mean, it's still early to tell, but we'll see. So obviously, his former team, Golden State Warriors, is it a wrap? Are they done?
I said this earlier. The Lakers finished them last year, so this is an old conversation.
You're welcome, Denver.
I wouldn't say that, but
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't say that.
The
What you mean?
22.
What have they done since they lost to the Lakers
In the playoffs.
in the playoffs?
They're just older.
What have they done?
They haven't done anything.
Right.
It's not because of y'all. They're just older.
The 2022 NBA champions got beat in the playoffs by us.
They were older, dog.
They
That
were
was
the
their last.
defending champions at that time.
That was their last hurrah.
2022.
So we beat the defending championship.
Yeah.
In the
defending
playoffs.
champions,
And we went to the Western Conference
and they
Finals.
made the playoffs since.
And didn't.
Got to do anything.
They
They're
lost
What's the
old.
debate, my nigga?
There's no debate. I'm
All
just
right.
saying they're old. Who said there was a debate?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Now
give us
they're old.
credit.
It's still the Warriors, bro.
I'm just saying they're old.
The Lakers.
I'm not giving the Lakers any credit for an aging team. That's just like your in-season tournament championship, right? That's a.
all right. No. Just
We're not even. My bad. We're supposed to be focused on the.
This
on
is
the
an
Warriors, dog.
abomination
this is
right now.
crazy. Just know that
No,
you have
hold
to
up.
apply this to every other team. But let's stay on topic.
I'm
here,
just
guys.
saying. What I'm
sorry.
saying is,
I'm sorry.
the dynasty. What do they do now? The regrouping. What do they do?
What does Golden State do?
Yes.
They got to get younger.
I really think they missed on the Paul George because I
That's not
expected
getting
that.
younger.
It's not getting younger, but it's still staying in.
Who did they?
You're
Who did they get to replace Clay? What's his name?
Nobody.
Nobody.
No, the kid that they just picked up.
the draft kid from last year.
Milton.
Deshaun. Yeah, Melton.
Oh no, he's not a Clay. He's a 3-and-D guy, but he doesn't shoot it as a clip.
You know, that's
Like,
who they're gonna use in that spot until they get somebody else. You know.
but you can't do that kind of like. You gotta like know what kind of move you're gonna like. That doesn't make sense. I don't know if that makes you better.
I don't think they're gonna be better. I think they're just trying to fill holes. Who knows how this ends for Golden State?
But then Steph is there. You want Steph to go out like try at least fighting, right?
I mean,
Or show them that you're fighting for a championship and not a rebuild mode.
but are you?
You're not being competitive. You're not really good. Like, look at the forecast. We'll talk about it later, but just look at the forecast of the West. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I don't know.
Mm.
I think it's done.
So what do they trade, Steph?
I was going to ask that. Is that
if they
a
don't-
possibility?
Depending. Let's just say, God forbid, one of them get hurt. You know what I'm saying? During the season, like, you shut it down.
How many more years Steph got?
He can play. He can shoot forever. So
And
being
he's-
Steph Curry,
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe three more years. Yeah,
I say three.
yeah. Being Steph.
Steph will be an ill number 2.
Yeah.
I think it also
Weirdo.
it depends on who you have on the team.
Warriors, you gotta find somebody better to come.
Okay.
On the Warriors.
So staying on the Warriors, but stepping down and having someone take over.
Did they fuck up and not picking LaMelo?
Oh yeah, they fucked up that draft. They messed up that draft. I was just hearing somebody else was just saying this, so I don't want to take credit, but it's widely known and it is what it is.
Yeah.
That you know what I mean, they could have drafted while they was on top. They had like a number 1, 2 pick.
Yeah.
They had D'Angelo to be able to trade. They had assets to trade and flip. They went and got Andrew Wiggins. It went well for one championship, but they had a chance to really ride this differently and keep the big 3 while having some young assets
Correct.
carrying them.
Going forward.
So they kind of botched that up, which is always a crapshoot when you drafting. It is what it is. Everyone, I think, would have drafted Wiseman.
At the time?
Yes. How did our draft go? It was number 2. LaMelo was on the number 3 pick.
Mm-hmm.
What year was that?
Whatever
you
year
got-
that was.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, it was Anthony Edwards, Wiseman, and LaMelo. I think everybody would have picked Wiseman.
But then my question would be, what do you guys expect from Draymond next year? He's older.
I think Draymond is going to end up playing for somebody else.
You think it's traded now? You think they blow it up?
He's put hints out that he's wanted to play in different places, so it's not a surprise. I think that if they do go to blowing it up route,
Yeah.
they'll get a lot back for some of these guys. They'll get like draft picks. They may get some veteran players that they can then trade later down the
What do you
line.
mean a lot of these guys? Who are these guys?
Oh, it was a sign and trade with Clay,
Right.
right?
Oh.
So then they get what is the like his
Trade exception?
the trade exception. So they got a trade exception for him. They could do the same for Draymond, and then even if they don't use it right away,
Where would you
Kinda
trade
like this.
Draymond?
that's a good question. I mean, Draymond has expressed his interest in playing and staying in California, so he could play for the Clippers or the Lakers. You know,
Definitely play.
And then
We're not, whatever. I mean, I think they're trash. They're done.
Who? The Warriors?
Yeah, the Warriors are done.
I feel bad for Steph.
Why? He had his greatness. He had his run.
But he's
'Cause he
still
got
capable.
juice.
No, I understand. I'm not saying he's done. They're done.
Well, then he's done.
No,
Because he's
they can
judged
trade him.
on winning.
But you could trade
But
him.
that's his whole
That's not
talent.
what he
Like,
wants.
how do you?
But you're
I'm sure he wants to stay there and still be competitive.
no. I'm like, oh yes, but you have a new ear now. You might have a stubborn Mike Dunleavy Jr. He's not Bob Myers. You don't have that rapport. You don't have that relationship with him. It's someone totally new, totally different language.
They're
You know
not
what I mean?
trading stuff, and stuff is not leaving.
Bro, I'm not saying that. In terms of get me better pieces, is what I'm saying. Win now mode, no?
Yeah.
So why did I get Paul George? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we have a better, that's not my best chance of winning, of trading away Clay and getting nothing in return.
I hear you, but then wouldn't they be
If
in
we're
the
trying to win
same boat maybe a year or two from now?
I'm just saying, if we're trying to win now, we're trying to maximize as much.
They didn't have to. They don't have the money to get Paul George.
I'm just saying, somebody. You're letting someone walk that has chemistry.
I guess. I don't know.
Well,
I
so
don't
now
know
you
what
gotta
their
switch-
plans are, but
That's what I'm saying.
they got to try to win for stuff. And
Of course, but I think they're done, is what I'm saying.
I agree. I think they're done.
In
That's
this
what I'm
Western Conference, yeah.
Yeah,
That's all I'm saying, bro. Everyone else has gotten better.
yeah.
Like, that's all.
Like, obviously, with Steph, you have a fighting chance. Like, you know what Steph
Of
is
course,
capable of.
but
And depending
Look how
on what you have
exhausted
around.
he was last season when he had to score 50 plus.
No,
So
that's what I'm
because
saying.
they're done. You think? Are you saying that stuff should leave or they should trade stuff? Is that your end result?
Depending what the ownership wants.
It's a
And what Steph
business.
wants.
My thing is, Steph is not leaving no matter what.
You think he's going to be
He's-
there for 20
he's
years?
a Warrior.
For life?
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Okay,
jer-
so
that
you think he's
jersey's
gonna
like
endure?
number one in sales, right?
Hmm?
You don't think he's going to endure that beating? Like that mental
Depends
fatigue?
how bad it gets.
Get really bad. Get really bad.
Because remember, Kobe did it, like he was doing it at least earlier in his career where y'all were, oh, my bad. Y'all were shit. But you know what I'm saying? He withstood the storm. Steph is older now, right?
Yo,
And
make
he
your
has to,
point.
like-
Make your point.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
Yeah,
yeah.
just continue,
He has to
bro.
withstand.
Continue, bro.
He has to
Yeah.
withstand.
The whole point just sucks now.
Yeah, bro.
I'm just
Like,
saying, it's on the back half of his career. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, we hope the best for Steph because he's exciting and we want to
Of
see
course,
exciting
of
basketball.
course, of
So it is what it is.
I mean, an all-time generational player. You know, what I mean, talent shooter. But we got a former Warrior heading south again. We got CP3
Oh.
going to the Spurs, man.
Here,
Like, what's up? What you think?
I think this is where I think this is where his last chapter is written. I don't think it goes any further than that. So
CP?
yeah, I think his last chapter is written there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, my bad.
Yeah, you good.
What happened?
No, I was over here thought I was pouring some, you know what I'm saying, some liquor. I wasn't pouring anything, dog. I just had the motion going, but I didn't hear anything, so I thought I was here. But whatever. I like it, man. I like it for Wemby. CP3's a winner, man. Just not in the biggest moments. He turns around franchises. When he got drafted to, New Orleans. Instant, you know what I mean? Playoffs. Obviously, what he did with the Thunder and what SGA is. So it's like he's a winner. He's a leader. Obviously, Devin Booker. He took that next step. You know what I'm saying? So like helping these young players develop. Pop knows what they're doing. Rick Buford knows what they're doing down in San Antonio. Drafting a kid Castle this year. So it's like they know what they're doing, dog. So it's like never put anything past the Spurs. That's what I think they're gonna be in the playoffs this year, maybe top 5.
In comparison to what
And
Whoa.
Wemby's gonna be MVP.
Whoa.
in
Top five
compare
what?
wait
In the
before we go
West.
that before we
I'm
go
pour
there
this actual drink
no before
yeah.
we hop on that point,
amongst discuss.
just
Go ahead.
wanted to ask y'all, do y'all think it's going to be comparable to his run in OKC, what he can do with the Spurs? Because I don't think he's 40, bro. He's 40 in the new NBA. As great of the move as I think it is, I don't.
His mind.
It's going to help,
His
but
mind.
I don't know if it's going to be that much of a.
His mind is gonna help these guys.
Man.
This is not a winning move. This is a
course.
teaching move.
Development-
This
Of course.
Yeah, so-
mentor.
Of course,
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
more
going
than
to
anything.
teach Wemby in the correct spots to be. He's going to give him the correct passes. He's going to give him
He gonna
the
get them other players to stop
Easy.
looking off of Wemby.
Exactly. Play hero ball.
right.
Yeah, he gonna get them to stop all that because he's
Easy work.
not a from what we've heard about him, he's not the friendliest person to be a team with.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's gonna tell you exactly what you're doing wrong, whether you like the way the delivery was made or not.
Yeah.
I think that's what Greg Popovich needs. I think that's what the Spurs need. I think that his vision as a point guard is gonna be, because he's an old school point guard,
Yeah.
to give it to the big man and let him go to work. That's what we needed to see in San Antonio last year. So we get that this year, hopefully. And if he can stay healthy, which is always an if with him,
Of course.
maybe they do some damage. Maybe they do, make it to the play-in or better. In the West Coast, I don't know about top 5. Definitely not the best team in Texas, but
But
the
not. All right, I'm sorry. Cut off your point.
they have the signs of being maybe like another player or so away from being a better than average West Coast
All
team.
I'm saying is you have a generational talent player, and now you have the point guard, like maybe arguably a top 5 point guard all time.
Right.
So you're just developing in his mind a lot faster. Well, look what he did for SGA. No one thought the Thunder were going to be a 6 seed in that playoff series. You know what I'm saying? Like no one thought that, and he did that in 1 year. So like he's not the same athletically, but mentally, I think he can help transition and elevate their games all collectively because they're solid players.
Mm-hmm.
I think just him being in the locker room and being in this, like the training camps and the bus rides, you know what I'm saying? The flights, hotels, like showing these kids how to be winners. Like this is his last hurrah. He might play limited games, but those are going to be impactful games. Pop is going to rest him. Who invented this shit? With resting players, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they're going to be strategic in how they maximize Chris Paul. And then they're going to maximize him for the playoffs. And he's going to do well in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I think.
So
it's top 5. I know I'm long-winded and all that.
No, but
you know how you
I
just
do,
try to sneak playoffs in there, my nigga.
Go ahead. I said top 5.
just like you snuck playoffs in this season.
What did I tell you? I'll keep saying it every episode. Go back and check it out and all that. Every episode, how many episodes? I
We
bring
at
up that
19 right now,
OKC
19.
was going to be a top 5, and y'all laughed at me last year.
No,
Don't
you brought up
your
Spurs.
motherfucking faces.
Nah.
Wait, so it's like, before we get off topic, I think the CP3 move was one of the best moves that they could have done, but that's in comparison to what I heard before, because before we was hearing Trae Young on the Spurs.
Yeah.
I like the Trae Young on the Spurs much better than I like the CP on the Spurs. But the CP as a backup, because you couldn't get that, I think that's a great move. Me
Trae
personally,
Young is for the development of the team and try to be a winner quicker and for the future.
that's
Chris Paul is for the development for Wemby and to teach him the game.
Yeah.
that's why I
Because
said
most
it's
of
the
these
second
players
best
left
move.
on the Spurs are not going to be there
Correct.
going forward.
Oh, yeah.
This is strictly to get Wemby and to teach him
And Castle.
and to help Pop.
And Castle as well.
So that's
Castle.
No, to
I mean,
your
if
point, that's what I
Castle's that guy.
said. So,
He is.
Because
so
CP3
from what I was
can make
hearing
it
is
nice.
Trae Young, I think that was a great move. But if you can't get Trae to that point, I think CP was the next best move that you could have done.
Well, CP3
In my
make,
opinion,
he can make
Think
Castle Rookie of the Year.
What?
Think of what?
Who?
Castle.
He can make Castle Rookie of the Year. CP3, like that, he has the ability to do that. They're already talking about him possibly being that, and then he can do something
MVP.
for Wemby also. MVP for Wemby.
Do you know who's in the-
I'm not saying that,
MVP, dog.
but maybe he gets like a defense. The way this bracket for defensive players of the year is now, we could choose all centers or whatever. Maybe he gets something like that. Maybe he gets like a third all defensive team player or something like that.
He taking all the awards, dog.
Who?
Wemby. It's the Wemby show next
Maybe
year,
even he
dog.
gets a
Eventually
third
he-
offensive player, third team offensive.
He's
I'm
You
not
know?
disagreeing with you I'm not disagreeing with you on Wemby, but for next year, I think that's too soon.
for what?
In general,
MVP.
I think Wemby eventually he's gonna be racking up awards,
anyway.
like multiple awards.
Anyway, a former, Thunder and an aging star is moving as well. He's going from LA to now to Philly. PG. What do you guys think? And what they've been doing this offseason quietly, I guess, since up until this point.
So up until now, they got what? PG, Drummond, Oubre signed along with Embiid and Tyrese.
Mhm.
Like it.
Listen,
I like it.
They're
You a Philly
doing
fan now? Oh, okay.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
He's just mad because I got 17.
Listen, man,
championships.
the East Coast is making a lot of moves, right? And so there's more parity now. It used to be West Coast heavy. A few years ago it was East Coast heavy. I feel like it's balancing itself out. East Coast took home the championship. So, as good as the West is, the East Coast is definitely getting better.
Mhm.
And it's balancing itself out a lot more. You look at teams like the other teams on the East Coast that are doing this, making the same moves, right? And it's just going to be a battle, 76ers are definitely putting themselves in the front run for, coming out of the East. But they still gotta beat the champs. You gotta beat the champs. You gotta stay healthy, and most importantly, you could put all these players together, but there's gotta be chemistry.
You're not answering the question. Can they stay healthy?
I don't know. We don't know.
What's the track record say?
I don't know. Like, can the Knicks stay healthy? Who knows? They're practicing right now.
We're talking about the 76ers that play.
They're practicing right now
in Philly.
Can the Knicks be
DJ,
healthy?
we got to assume that they're going to be healthy throughout the whole season.
They could be healthy.
Yeah.
Depends how Embiid wants to play this season. If he's concerned about still getting an MVP and still being that kind of dominance, then the season's going to play out how it's going to play out because he's going to be going 100 and whatever percentage he's going to go, and he might get hurt. But if they try to load manage him, they definitely have the pieces to do that and to play and to continue to keep their standing because they dipped when Embiid wasn't playing this year. So they could do that. So they could definitely load manage Embiid, not heavy, and he could still win MVP by being load managed, but just taking pace and knowing that the playoffs is the end goal. And they could do the same for PG-13 because he is, what you call it?
He's a little older.
34.
Yeah.
So
but they maxed him out.
Maxey could take control, and they got Kelly Oubre. They got some pieces. Nick Nurse is a good coach. So
and they got some dogs on that team. Like they got some dogs on that team.
I guess
it could hit.
I'm not impressed.
So
there's a top three.
You want to see that chemistry though. You want to see who's the leader on that team.
Real quick, I don't know if this is a wild take, but all right, I see Maxey and Embiid, but I see PG as somebody you could just plug and play. Like, I don't necessarily think you have to run plays for him. I think he'll be an extra on that team.
That's why they like PG there, and that's why PG likes going there because Maxey plays up and down. So this is going to give him a lot of open shots. He could play the wing, a lot of transition games that they don't have to wait for Embiid. But when Embiid does get there in center, obviously it's going to run through them. But there's going to be a lot of times where it could be a lot of free-flowing game between Maxey and Paul George out there on the perimeter.
Can they stay healthy? You guys aren't answering the question.
Yeah, we'll see.
We have to see.
Can't answer that question.
To answer.
They load
But you know what?
Yes.
When you get older, you think the wear and tear.
Well, I would say this. Most importantly, with them being deep like this, if they can build the chemistry, what it's going to do for them is once playoff time comes around, the game slows down. So now they're playing more of a half-court basketball game, right?
But you got... Nah, I don't see it. I just don't see how your body can withstand an 82-game season unless you load manage. But then, to Ronnie's point, if he's trying to go for the MVP,
whose body? Whose body are you talking
Joel
about?
Embiid. And Paul George. They both haven't been healthy.
He just played 74 games.
Who?
Paul George.
Playoffs. He got hurt. He was hurt.
Yo, DJ, real quick. To that point, though, that's what I was saying. With Embiid going for the MVP, I still think PG could be effective. Like, I'm not
talking about regular season.
He and Nick
I'm not hating.
He keep
hating.
healthy.
But
That's what I'm saying. It's part of the game.
Can the Knicks be healthy?
We're not on the Knicks right now.
Can the Knicks be healthy?
We're not on the Knicks right now. We're not on the Knicks.
Health questions.
I got a quick question.
We're not on the Knicks.
You going heavy on these health questions.
Wait. This health class right now.
His team was healthy and shit.
But I'm just saying.
Y'all was run down. Y'all missed y'all best player
one game from the finals. We didn't go home early though. We didn't go 1, 2, 3 Cancun mad early.
Hold on, wait.
In the playoffs.
Real quick question though.
Did y'all win a game?
Wait, real quick question.
I tell you what,
I didn't bring a broom.
No. Real quick question.
Room service.
I know it's a high comparison, but so I put the 2008 Celtics on top because I feel like every player matched their position. No, I'm not a Celtics fan. This is for PG. I really think PG is a perfect fit for Philly.
Depends how they want to play. We'll see.
Anyway,
he hating.
We got a team that just came off a championship. They pretty much locked the back up with their assets. Jason Tatum signing a crazy deal, over $300 million. They signed back Derek White. I mean, they got their entire team returning. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
To be honest, I hope the Celtics go back to the finals.
Because they're going to face us.
I want to see that
A what?
LeBron. I want to see LeBron play the Boston.
I'm confused.
You know, you don't really become a Lakers
I don't
legend
even know how we.
until you beat Boston.
It's part of.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Yeah,
part of it, right?
It's part of
Don't step on this.
It's
Don't
part
step
of
on
it.
this.
part of the rightful passage into a Laker legend is you got to be Boston, right?
Speaking shit into
And
the
how
universe.
perfect was it that the
Yeah, that
Celtics won the
manifested shit.
championship
Yeah,
to
man.
establish their place? So next season we can come and dethrone them.
Y'all
Just
see
take
it, right?
from them, right?
I'm seeing
And-
it right
and
now.
you know what?
Damn,
At the end of the
I'm
day,
seeing it
Who
right
gonna play
now.
LeBron? Who
No,
gonna play LeBron in this fucking fairy tale?
listen, shout
Who's
out
playing
to Shonda
I'm saying
Rhimes.
Bronny game winner.
Is that? Did I say that right? Shonda Rhimes. Shonda Rhimes. That's her name, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to her because I'm sure she's writing a story for the NBA right now. It
I mean,
started
shout out to
off-
Shonda Rhimes for sure.
For sure, shout out to Shonda
You see,
Rhimes.
not because of this,
No, because of
just
all of
'cause
this.
who she is.
Yes, because these stories
And her power.
can only come from someone who's written, you know, some of the greatest stories that we see on
But they're not
television
telling
today.
y'all motherfucking story.
But I'm telling you what, right now, the son that gets drafted with the dad for the first time, then the son and dad that win a championship for the first time.
I love the
and then
black nepotism.
the son
though.
and
I like
dad
that. I
that
like
beat
the black
that
nepotism.
win
I
the
like that, though.
championship
I like where you
against
going.
the Boston Celtics.
I see where you go with that. I like that. I like that whole honey. I like that whole
This is gonna be
Disney
beautiful,
movie.
son.
It's probably gonna be on Lifetime though.
This is set up
Nobody
properly.
watch Lifetime, dog.
Listen, at the
Or
end
we
of
can do
the
it on
day,
our own network.
yeah, at the end of the day,
If we do that, yeah, it probably is in the NBA script.
I'm telling you, there's a script out there
It's a script
where
for the
all
Lakers.
this happens.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
That's what y'all do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Nepotism.
Black nepotism for sure.
For sure.
Is nepotism winning this offseason? You know, but
I vote yes.
we'll see. I mean, but
Should.
Your
When
s-
it's black.
facts all
when
day.
your son got a check, y'all winning.
Facts.
Family's winning.
Generational. I
Yo,
mean,
I must say that was a great Boston segment.
we're not even done yet, bro.
My bad.
But
Go
speaking of
ahead.
like generational wealth, the Celtics ownership is now selling the team. Obviously, y'all don't care, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Like,
Trying to sell while they on top. See,
I
that's
was
what
just gonna
suckers
say,
do, son.
wait,
They trying to sell
but
while
ain't
they
that
on
the
top.
thing? Buy so high.
Yeah.
Buy low.
how much
Buy
do you
low?
think a franchise? Yeah, how much franchise is worth? What do you guys think? Or what do you think they're going to try to sell it for?
It's almost as
Sheesh.
worth as the Lakers. Almost, but not there.
I mean, they coming off a chip.
They're going to try to get what they could get.
Yeah, they're gonna try to break numbers with that. You know,
That's why they're giving all these players max signing extensions. Signing Derek White, Jason Tatum. Everybody got their extensions.
Good
Drew
man.
Holiday, Jalen Brown. Who's
they,
left?
They don't plan on paying it. I mean, they're selling it, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So everybody
But-
gets signed. The championship team is still intact.
Yep.
So we're not selling you, a half-ass team, and then we're a storied franchise.
Yeah.
Technically the most championships in the league.
Oh, I thought y'all were talking about that. Sorry. West. My bad. I heard it incorrectly.
Yeah. So and there's no
He heard most
there's no
championships
team on
automatically thought Lakers.
there's no team on the
No.
East Coast better than them. No one.
Speaking of the Knicks, we did some hella moves this offseason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thanks for the layup or the oop, man.
Yeah.
appreciate
Talk
that.
about it.
Knicks, man. You know what I
He's
mean?
worried about oops. He's worried about championships.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, what do y'all think about our offseason, man?
Y'all
That's
did
all right,
good.
I mean-
Y'all did good. I'm not even
Yo,
gonna lie.
y'all got a little 3 now.
Mhm.
A little
know?
three. This guy said a little three.
A little
Got the
thing.
little
Big
3,
four, man.
Uh-huh.
Big four.
Y'all lost a big piece. I feel like, but
I think so too.
Sure did.
But you get your money. If Mitchell Robinson can stay healthy, he's kind of offensively driven too in terms of offensive rebounds.
But how do you
He's
feel
athletic.
about losing that piece though?
I don't like it because the depth of it, and he can play big minutes, which he showed. Played at a high level, offensive rebounds, can kind of score around the basket, obviously. But I mean, it sucks.
He was just a glow piece.
Yeah. But I think the development of like our younger players, hopefully, that's probably why. Well, I don't know.
younger players.
I don't know if he took more money or you know what I'm saying. Like take the money.
He just said he was tired of practicing so much.
Shut up. Thibodeau changed his ways, dog. I just think it's more the money at this point. Get your bag.
Yeah.
Like no one knew about him coming out of college. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Just to work to your
He
to your
couldn't
max
pass his
potential.
chance up.
Huh?
He couldn't pass
Yeah,
his chance up.
like, why not?
You got to offer
Get
for
the
a big
bag, yeah,
bag
man.
like that. How much
Yeah.
did he get?
I want to say it's like
87?
85. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Yeah.
See, that's life changing money. So that's
Right. Especially this is hopefully it isn't, but it's
85
probably his last.
4.
Yeah, this is his last, possibly his like big contract. So like maximize. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So shout out to him. But I think the Mikal Bridges, it's instant chemistry. You got Josh Hart, who came off the bench, was a starter for a period of time, so now you go back to the bench and just that. You know what I'm saying? What comes with that. DiVincenzo.
Yeah, he's on the bench as well, right?
I'm saying OG coming back.
So
Hopefully-
we got that whole college lineup now.
But it depends on what
Those two are coming
Julius.
off the bench, which is nice.
That's what I'm saying. It can,
DJ, real quick, let me
Yeah.
just read off what they have as a depth chart
Yeah.
for the Knicks. So they got Jalen,
Knicks and 6.
McCall, OG, Julius, and Mitchell. That's your starting lineup. Off the bench, it's McBride,
Fuck Boston.
Dante, Josh, Jericho Sims, Alec Burke, and then you go into, everybody playing their second position. I think y'all depth
We there.
is where
Knicks and
you
6.
excel.
I think you should trade Julius Randle.
Depending how if he doesn't work well.
Who do you trade him for?
We don't know yet. I
I
mean,
don't
the
know.
season is still early. We don't know who's gonna.
It's not who you like. The
Free
only
agency hasn't moved yet?
No, the only clear person to me is Cat. That would be the only option.
I'm not mad at that.
Y'all need a bench. Y'all need a
Sure
big.
do.
We got a big Jericho Sims off the bench.
Huh?
Jericho Sims.
Yo, did we have this conversation already?
What?
Jericho Sims?
Watch,
Jericho Sims?
bro.
Y'all need a big
You up here talking about the Sixers?
Whenever I say some
A backup
it comes up. Go ahead.
and then y'all should be all set. But at this point,
Jericho Sims.
Haters. Continue.
right now y'all got a good.
I think
Six.
you'll have a playoff.
So we can't-
You'll have
we
a
can't
playoff
give-
team.
The team in the North. Any issues?
Cool. Boston.
Oh yeah. Oh,
We
yeah.
match up well.
Is a y'all top 3 right now.
Yeah.
There's
Top
a
two.
top. There's a
Yeah,
top
your top,
four.
your top 3 definitely,
top-
definitely not
the
We're
one
top
or
top
two.
2, nigga.
DJ,
The top
DJ,
4
We're
in the
top
East
two.
doesn't
DJ,
change.
DJ,
Yes, it.
DJ. Wait,
Listen, we're not supposed to go there, but Milwaukee hasn't done shit this offseason.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
they're older.
Eric,
But I'm saying the top
Philly's not
4,
doing shit.
the top 4 in the East
Well,
doesn't
Milwaukee-
change.
Milwaukee's
It's Boston,
4.
Knicks, or Knicks Boston, depending who you ask. my nigga.
DJ. When you match up when you match up New York and
Just
Boston,
Yep.
the only matchup they win is Jalen Brunson. If that,
Anyway,
that's the only matchup they win.
anyway.
They win Julius.
Porzingis depends on what you want, though.
That's
Watch.
true.
Just
They,
watch.
they should win Julius.
Just watch.
They should win. They
Just
should
watch.
win. But I don't
Even
think
when we had lesser talent, we were defending them well. We played them well. We played them tough. Not last season. Actually, last season and the season before, we played them tough. Now we've gotten better. We have arguably a defensive player of the year, which he probably win this year, Mikal Bridges. He can score at a clip. We got shooting. Now Jalen Brunson has a lot of space to operate in the paint.
That's true.
Come on, bro.
true.
We don't know what
That's
a KP is
true.
going to be.
That's true.
So you 1 for 3
Al
right
Horford
now.
about to be 92,
Okay, you 1
Like,
for
come on,
5.
bro.
Come on, man.
and he plays well. But come on, man. We here. Milwaukee hasn't done anything to get better.
What are you saying?
Knicks coming out of the East, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying.
You're hoping other teams do
That's
bad,
my
so you
prediction.
guys do good.
That's my prediction.
All right, so I mean,
Knicks in the finals.
like I said, Knicks is top 3. Definitely not 1
Two.
or 2.
And we're not talking about one.
Um,
I mean, not two.
they made
Yeah,
some.
fuck
They
that up.
made some good moves. I wouldn't say they made great moves. They made some good moves to evolve and get a little better.
We're still winning the
I don't think
offseason.
they're done yet, though. I think they still have a couple more moves to make. They definitely need another point guard, another center, and
Jericho.
add a little bit more depth to the team. Maybe get rid of maybe trade Julius Randle and Jericho Sims.
Yo, these niggas are crazy, bro. We off the Knicks. We on to the sorry ass Lakers. They ain't do shit this offseason.
What do you mean?
Shit this offseason.
We drafted Bronny. We
Shit
hired
this offseason.
JJ
You talking
Redick.
about the moves we motherfucking need to make. Y'all ain't do nothing. Shout out to Bronny for getting drafted. I love that moment. But other than that,
How y'all feel about
other
that?
than that, y'all trash. I love it. I love it. I love the fact that like they got him on the team. Rich Paul did his thing. Black agent, Clutch Sports. LeBron, obviously, to be able to play 21 seasons in the NBA and for this shit to align the way it did, shit is crazy.
Yeah.
And a black father-son tandem, like the only person that did that is in baseball, Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr.
Mhm.
They also the first father-son to hit back-to-back home runs in a game
Oh,
too.
nice.
So it's like, that's the impact. They're going to be stacking up these like,
First father to alley oop to his
yeah,
son
bro,
in the game.
like these like
Mhm.
yeah.
prop stats, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be cool.
I like it, but question for the Lakers:
Yeah.
how do y'all think it contributes to winning?
He's gonna go straight to the development league. I don't think we're gonna see or hear much out of him.
Oh,
for at
during
least
the
the first,
NBA season.
the first half of the season.
Okay.
Maybe they bring him back in the second half, but he's definitely in the development league.
He's there for a while. Yeah.
he's there for a while.
Okay.
I mean, it just is what it is. He made it to the team. He's got his spot. He just got to put the work in, and he ain't gonna get no burn on the Laker team as deep as they are right now.
Huh?
So
you're not deep, but I get you.
No.
You just talk about we're not deep. You're not like what's time, man?
So you think he'll be
you think
he'll be a
just
call up
hate emanating
potentially?
I'm just saying.
Like
yeah,
if it happens to be like one of the games,
they're
like,
gonna watch his development in the first half of the season. Based off his development on the first half, they'll call him up and let him get some burn. Especially definitely after like the All-Star game and everything.
I feel that. Okay,
so because y'all gonna be out of contention and all that.
Listen,
DJ, let
DJ.
him speak, bro.
Oh, my bad.
This is a Lakers segment.
This is crazy. What's in the cup?
Yeah, we let you speak,
What's in
bro.
the cup?
Apple juice, man. Shout out to Ronnie.
We let you. Shout out to the Lakers, man. They got JJ Redick.
Did y'all do enough? Is what I'm asking.
It's not over yet.
It is over,
bro.
It's not over yet.
Agency just opened,
I think
bro.
we're a great team.
Anyway,
wait. First of all, let's at least be honest.
Yep.
It's not over, okay? Because I'm just gonna say the truth. We did miss an opportunity with. I feel like Clay would have been a nice piece. Just because I think we could have used him a lot more.
Not only that,
and
he would have been
and asked a lot less of him. Because
need shooting.
Yeah, we need shooting. We don't need defense. We got defense. We needed more shooting. We needed somebody wide open that's going to hit shots.
We need defense.
We do, but not as bad as Dallas did. Like he's going to be on a team where they're going to be looking for him to play D, right? Pause. But like where we are, probably not so much. So definitely missed out on the opportunity with him. I like that LeBron, he opted out. So he threw it out there that he'll take the pay cut if we get the right player. He gave us an opportunity to go out there and get better.
Can you see who I'm sorry to cut you off, the remaining free agents, notable free agents?
I think Clay missed out by not going to the Lakers
for sure.
With D'Angelo.
Are you speaking
still
as a Laker
there?
fan?
I don't know.
Speaking as a Laker fan, huh?
No,
okay.
I'm speaking for Clay because the passes that he would be getting from LeBron, and I would have liked if D'Angelo was there, but technically he might not have been there if Clay was there. But those two people getting him the ball would be different than Kyrie and Luka getting the ball. But off at Clay, the Lakers drafting Bronny, I'm cool with that. I love it. I like it. I think Bronny has potential as a very good player. Great athleticism. He could shoot. Great IQ. He just has to learn the game, and hopefully he could be a great 3-and-D in the form of Drew Holiday.
Yeah. That's just player comparison, which isn't a bad comparison at all.
DeMar DeRozan's still out there.
DeMar DeRozan's still out there. We got a good draft that they're saying as far as connect.
Tennessee, yeah.
We're trying to see what JJ is going to implement and how he's going to be as a coach. Hopefully he could diversify the offense a little bit more. Have us a little bit more dynamic. I like our team.
When do you push it? Let's just say, for instance, hypothetical, right? You guys aren't playing well up until the All-Star break. Who do you look at that point? Do you trade away? Do you look at
Why
JJ?
are you speaking that into existence? He keep trying to speak.
No, I'm really.
That wasn't the conversation we had in New York. Let's just keep the same conversation that we had in New York.
You took a lot of shots about DJ, how our coach runs us in the ground. We're practicing now, and I heard you, bro.
Yeah, that's all I'm talking about. That's a fact.
Who's the remaining?
We already talked about your team.
We have trade pieces, if so.
No, you said remaining, bro.
I'm saying we already talked about your team.
What do you mean?
Celtics, but go
Lakers?
continue.
Oh, word. Oh.
If for some reason, right, the season's not going as
planned,
right, we'll have trade pieces. Rui's a good trade piece. Austin Reeves is a good trade
piece. Those two right there are great trade pieces. D'Angelo, come on.
D'Angelo Russell.
I'm asleep, bro.
D'Angelo Russell's expiring contract.
He might be the first one gone even though I don't want to answer this question, but if there was a person to go first, it might be D'Angelo Russell.
No, he's 1 foot in, 1 foot out already.
Yeah.
His contract is the contract to trade.
You don't think JJ can turn him around?
I mean,
got to give him time.
I'm intrigued to see what he.
What do you? Okay, let me ask this: what are your expectations for JJ in his first
season?
Championship.
Listen, man.
Be realistic, bro.
Listen, we're the Lakers, so it's a much different expectation, and I hate to be the one to say it to you, DJ,
Historically,
because
in 1 year,
because
look
this
at
is
this nigga gassing this nigga.
but this is the thing. This is the thing,
Pour my
DJ.
drink, by the
DJ.
It's my fault. Pass me the
DJ.
bottle.
You
Yeah.
a New York Knicks fan, so like this kind of talk, kind of
Y'all drinking?
Yeah.
Pass me a different bottle.
We got
So,
yeah. Take the peanut butter.
yeah.
This type of talk might go over your head. Pause. But
yeah.
yeah.
but
Y'all disrespectful.
Oh,
up
man.
there.
Go ahead, go ahead.
we winners, man. Like
Go ahead.
we winners
Damn.
on a different level. Like we are universally connected to winning, right?
Steve.
So my expectation
Let that be
is
real.
that
Steve.
we will meet the Boston Celtics in the finals and win. That's my expectation.
Steve.
Now,
Here's
what's
the
up?
go.
Understand
On
where
his
the
shoulder
Knicks are
rhymes.
coming from. Understand where he's looking at this
Yeah,
from.
yeah, I
he
get it.
can't comprehend this view.
You can't comprehend us bouncing back like this and just
it's
winning.
different. It's different.
It's like, wow, how does that happen? But you know what?
Y'all niggas are not
Again.
serious though.
No, we dead
Y'all niggas
serious.
fans. Oh, y'all like Cowboy fans. I get it. Y'all
No,
delusional.
because Cowboy fans don't win.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, they haven't won since '96.
Delusional.
How many championships
Y'all
have we?
riding high.
How many championships
Off
have
the
we won
in-season.
since
Off that in-season
1996?
tournament, y'all riding high shit, huh?
Yo,
I get
DJ,
it. I get
DJ,
it.
you
I
said
get
we're
Six?
delusional. What's
Right?
what's your
Seven.
expectations?
I get it.
What's
We go to the finals next year.
6.
Ew,
We've
he
been
said
to
we're
7.
delusional. Wait,
Been to
wait.
7.
Stop.
Dang, we
Steve.
6 for 7.
Steve.
Oh, no.
Steve.
We were right there. We were in the
We've been
NBA
at 8.
finals. Actually, we should have been.
8. 6 for 8.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Steven, he said the Knicks are going to be in the finals next
Yeah.
year, and
I said it earlier.
we're delusional.
This
Nah,
is the
don't worry. The camera caught us talking about real championships while he was talking about
Anyway.
that.
Okay.
Knicks
So, I mean, we'll delete that.
conference finals next year.
No, so we switched the finals to conference finals all of a sudden. You
Oh, I meant
backed
to say
up.
conference finals before. My bad.
No, you said
Oh
finals
no,
and
no,
then
you're
conference.
right. My fault. Finals,
So who the Knicks playing on the West Coast?
not the Lakers.
Ah,
You know what I'm saying? Next, probably win.
Yo,
Win being
all
there.
right, so
probably
let-
it might be a repeat of '99. I'm just saying it might be a repeat of '99.
So
player.
DJ, let's just
Yo.
put your money where your mouth is. How
No,
about
I don't
let's
bet.
put some Beyonces on this?
Yeah, we no money. We need
You got to bet on the
comfortable.
Spurs. man. You got to bet on the
You a
Spurs.
Spurs fan. You a
Yeah.
Spurs
Put
fan.
something up for the
Stay in the West,
Spurs,
stay in the
man.
West.
No. You a Spurs
Put a
fan,
couple
bro.
of Beyonces
Nah,
up for
I'm
the
a Wemby
Spurs.
fan.
If I'm a
I'm
Celtics
not
fan, you
doing
a
none of that
Spurs.
shit, bro. All I'm saying, Spurs Knicks finals next year.
All right.
Nobody want to see that.
Garden gonna be rocking.
Wasn't that like the lowest rated?
Nah.
Damn, son.
It won't be low rated. 99. We back, baby. We here, man.
Yo, the public don't even want to see the Knicks in the finals, huh?
Wasn't they getting booed?
Y'all bugging. We were the best thing going in basketball for the entire playoffs. Bro.
When Phil Jackson
This
played for
season?
y'all?
This season?
Yeah, we were the hottest ticket out there, bro.
Okay.
When New York is good, when Chicago is good, when LA is good, the NBA is good.
What was the last one?
One of the three
Well,
teams
no.
was
What-
in that.
What
We
was the
made a
last one?
monumental impact.
What was that last one?
I gave y'all credit when y'all are good, but y'all not good. We already established this.
You didn't do that?
I'm just saying, y'all threw
So
talking
listen,
about unrealistic
It
things
ain't
about
gonna
next
be
year.
much more time of filming without you putting something on it the way you talking crazy.
Bro,
now.
we putting Beyonce's for
So-
episode
no,
20.
nah,
Beyonce's
So
no, none of that.
Beyonce's for episode 20 for
Beyonce's
sure.
for
We're
episode
not
20,
doing
bro.
Bro, nah, you can't. What was
We're gonna bet them then. We're gonna bet them then.
Nah,
Episode 20, we putting them
We're not
Beyonce's
doing
up
none of that, bro.
on these predictions.
Nah,
We'll make our
Well,
predictions.
predictions ain't gonna come true till next season. We ain't
You're
gonna-
right. You be ready for them Beyonce's. Though.
nah, we're
Yeah,
good.
Oh,
you have
we
all
gonna
summer.
raise
You
the
have
bet.
all
I
summer.
didn't agree to
Oh,
that.
okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
agree to that. But
Oh,
anyway,
just stop talking crazy then.
I'm not talking
Yeah.
crazy, man.
Stop
I'm
talking
just saying.
crazy.
This nigga thinks
'Cause you ass
CP3
betting.
at 39 is gonna push the Spurs into the playoffs.
Monitored
39
minutes,
years old.
Wemby ascension.
Monitored minutes.
Yeah,
That sounds like an old person thing. Monitored minutes, bro.
developmental of their young boys. Man, I'm telling you, he's done it
That's
before. Like, why you hating on CP? I know we're revisiting this, but like, got some hate.
I don't hate it. I don't hate on CP.
Yeah,
We
at
all
39
know
you
it's-
just said at 39. Yeah, nigga at 39. LeBron is doing it.
Yeah, but they
That's
different
Why
LeBron.
can't
players.
CP do it? Mental mind, the mind, a lot of basketball knowledge, dog. Like, what's happening? Putting
DJ.
players in the right spots.
DJ,
Teach them how to play on the
DJ.
court. Another extension of a
DJ.
coach
LeBron
on the
has
court.
been doing it, though.
Stop.
LeBron has been doing it.
Stop.
CP3
This is-
has
What did y'all
not
do
been
last
doing
year?
it.
What y'all do last year?
You drowning in the hate. You
Oh,
drowning
what
in
What
it.
did LeBron do last year?
Swept.
What was his number?
Swept.
What was his numbers? He didn't get swept. He won the game.
Yo, episode 20, we putting Beyonce's.
Gentlemen.
That's it.
Sweet. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
That's all right. All that wild, crazy stuff. We gonna replay all this.
Oh man, we got.
We gonna replay all this.
Yeah, I can run it
episodes.
back, man. This is episode 19. This is the off season, the first episode and all that. But we got the game point. We got the sneaker of the week here. We got the Air Penny 5. This shoe here kind of like was released 5 years after his retirement of such a monumental sneaker line. He introduced the world to Little Penny.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Rock got his big break because he was the voice of Little Penny. So like, shout out to Penny Hardaway, one of those players that were like before his time, super talented. I know you guys probably want to share maybe a highlight or two of Penny.
Yeah, I remember he got.
I mean, that was your team back in the day, Ronnie, or your favorite, one of your players.
Penny
word?
was, yeah, that's what I grew up on. Penny
Okay.
was my guy. Before Kobe, Penny was my guy. I was just as much a Penny fan as I was a Kobe fan. But I was young. You know what I mean?
Was that from
What?
Blue Chips?
Well, I knew about Blue Chips, but not from Blue Chips. I started watching the NBA because of Shaq, so I was an Orlando Magic fan, and then getting to see Penny. So Penny was nice. He was the all-around game, a little bit of magic. He was like, a Scottie Pippen, LeBron, Grant Hill, in that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of all-around game.
It's a hybrid.
Him and Shaq went to the finals, so yeah. Penny was that guy. Them commercials definitely had people rocking with him. Them shoes was kicking.
Who they beat to go to the finals?
They
Pacers?
beat.
Say
Pacers?
beat the Bulls.
It was
They
the
beat the
Bulls.
Bulls.
It was the Bulls.
Yeah.
Chicago
He trying
Bulls.
to come at the Knicks real quick. See,
It was the
see it?
Bulls.
No, I remember it was the Bulls. That's why I was just.
But
The Bulls,
got-
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, speaking of the Bulls, like the original Penny shoe, the foam posit, was initially supposed to be for Scottie Pippen and not Penny. Scottie didn't like the design, so shout out to Penny for being like
A visionary.
basically. But then Scottie Pippen got an Air Tempo, what that said Air on the
Mhm.
sides, like everyone remembers that. But a black designer designed that shoe. So, but yeah, man,
Yeah, man.
please
Yeah.
comment what's your favorite shoe so we can review that next and all that. This is Running Point. If you found this episode to be dope, click the link in the bio, like and subscribe, and we out of here, man. Peace.
Peace.